Hey Bookies, welcome back for another dog barking. Welcome back for another video. Today we are going to be going over my book haul from the last week. So let's get started. Yes, there is a weird cut in this video with my head. Makes me look like I have like Ben Franklin style hair, but that is because I'm trying to do this quickly, so I don't really care about placement of this video. Also, the lighting is shit in here. Anyways, we're doing a book haul. This is from August 18th. Yes, August 18th to the 24th. So, I got a copy sent to me by the publishers of Grave Flowers by Autumn Krause. This one is a twisty dark royal core, I've never heard of that before, fantasy that takes the courtly intrigue of Hamlet and infuses it with a vicious ambition of the Boleyn family. Princess Madalena and her twin sister Anessa were born attached at the hand and separated right after. That's the only time the sisters ever held hands. The girls' personalities have been shaped in the Senate family's drive to make their kingdom more than what it was, or what it is, in unrespectable and loathsome. A damp place where deceit falls like the palace walls. Fills the palace walls like mold. My goodness, what a sentence. Madalena is different from her family. She's considered the weak one and only finds peace in the garden tending to her magical flowers, which are pejoratively, I'm not sure what that word is. My goodness, what a word. Also, I'm cleaning if you can't tell. I don't have a lot of time today. Called Grave Flowers because they are ideal for torment and torture. Oh, gosh. And you know what's really funny is that Past Me had to have read this, and then Past Me was like, it sounds good. And I mean, it still does. It sounds fucking amazing. But my goodness, what was going on past Paige? Secretly, she dreams of escape and a new life. Then Anessa, who was betrothed to the heir of a wealthy kingdom, Prince Eric, gets trapped in Bide, a terrifying purgatory, and begs Madalena to set her free. Now, not only must Madalena take her sister's place as Eric's bride-to-be, but she also must finish Anessa's secret mission. Anessa wasn't just sent to marry Prince Eric, but to kill him, on top of everything else, and to solidify a profitable pact with his traitorous uncle. On behalf of her family, Madalena will need to resist the infuriatingly clever prince as well as her own heart if she's to free her sister and finish the job. This is from Peachtree Team, so you know it's going to be great. I'm pretty sure it's already out because this is a finished copy. But my goodness. I also got a copy of House of Frost and Feathers by Lauren Wiesebron. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry. This is a touch of the bear and the nightingale, a bit of Jupiter and Thorn, and a sense of wonder and adventure make up this lyrical debut fantasy of a young woman in search of a home, and a home in search of people to make it feel lived in. Marisha's time is running out. She's already lost her family to the sleeping plague, and she fears she'll be next. Penniless and desperate for protection, Marisha is forced to accept a job as an apprentice to a notorious Koldunya. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right either. The sorceress Baba Zima. Okay, so we got a lot of Russian influence here. But Baba Zima is renowned for being both clever and cruel, and most difficult of all is her current apprentice, Olena, who wants nothing to do with Marisha. Despite her fears and Olena's cold demeanor, Marisha finds herself drawn into the magical world of Koldunri. and delves further into Alina's research, a cure for the sleeping plague. Accompanying Alina on a increasingly dangerous, seemingly impossible search for the cure, Marisha discovers hidden connections between the sleeping plague, her own family's history, and her bizarre reoccurring dreams. Dreams of a mass ball where the deep sleepers are trapped, endlessly dancing. Oh, we got 12 dancing princesses. Okay. And a monstrous beaked man who haunts her every step. This sounds so good, and I can't wait to read it. I'm not sure if the publisher, Harper Voyager, sent this to me or if I won it in like a contest or something, but thank you so much. Next up, I got some board books from Quirk. Yep, the Quirk. We got Cat's First Halloween, which is going to be perfect for the upcoming fall season. My goodness, look at how cute this artwork is. So adorable. It's spooky season, and Cat is ready to show Baby everything he knows about it. Pumpkins are smiling, treats are everywhere, and curiously, a ladybug and a dinosaur show up at the door. Celebrate Halloween with Cat, tricks, and treats as Baby discovers what makes the season so special. So if you got like a young child, someone that still reads board books, or you know, baby, you read them. I don't know. We don't judge here. But yeah, this would be great. What I am going to do after I read those, if you're curious, I don't keep them. I give them away to friends or family that need them. In this instance, because I don't have any at the moment that need them, they're going to go into a free little library that's by a kid's playground, so I know that they'll be used. Because anytime you put kids' books in that little free free library by that specific playground, the books are always gone because the mothers are using them constantly to try to help some of their younger ones sleep while the older ones are playing at that gym. The other board book I got is Let's Find Yaya and Boo on the Go. It's a hide-and-seek adventure. Oh, okay, cool. So, like, you can, like, let's find Yaya, Boo, traffic light, mailbox, ball. So, not necessarily, like, baby age, but, like, still learning and stuff like that, so you can help them recognize, you know, objects and stuff like that. Yeah, and it's part of the series, like, Let's Find Momo, Let's Find Yaya and Boo at Home. Again, another one for the little free library once I read and review and promote that. I'm part of this this pen pal group thing, and every month we send one person in the group, like, all the books. It's usually for a birthday. My birthday is in January, so it was like, January was already taken, so I took August. So August, I'm being sent my birthday stuff. I got a copy sent to me of Jackal by Erin E. Adams, and this came from Books with Tip. I'll put their username up here. So thank you so much. A young black girl goes missing in the woods outside her white Rust Belt town. She's not the first. She may not be the last. Liz Rocher is coming home reluctantly. She doesn't have exact fond memories of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, but her best friend is getting married. As she braces herself for a socially awkward weekend, something worse happens on the night of the wedding, where somewhere between dancing and dessert, the newlywed's daughter, Carolyn, disappears. As a frantic search begins, Liz is the only one who notices a pattern. A summer night, a missing girl, a party in the woods. As Liz starts to dig through the town's history, she uncovers a horrifying secret about the place she once called home. Children have been going missing in these woods for years, all of them black, all of them girls. With the evil of the forest creeping closer, Liz knows what she must do: find Caroline or be completely consumed by the darkness. I've had this one on my want to buy list for a while, so I'm very excited to get it. This book got sent to me by Clarion Books. It is Tales from Cabin 23, The Visitors by Yamile, Saied, Mendez. Welcome to Cabin 23, a cursed place deep in the woods where only the most terrifying tales can be heard. When Jen I'm not sure how you pronounce that, I'm so sorry. Brother Lorenzo is convicted of a tragic crime. Everything changes. Jen's neighbors look at him and his family with suspicion. His parents barely speak to each other, and worst of all, Jen feels partly responsible for not being there when Lorenzo needed him. Now guilt haunts Jen, guilt and a terrifying shadow that crouches each night outside of his window, watching him with penetrating eyes. Jen's parents decide to move to Los Astros, a beautiful village nestled in the mountains, to try to regain some sense of normalcy, but Los Astros, Jen soon discovers, is no ordinary town. There are creepy wicker figures on every lawn and strange stories of children who go missing. Beneath its idyllic facade, Los Astros has one secret, one Jen must uncover if he doesn't want to go missing himself. This sounds really good. Again, it's for promotion, review, stuff like that. Not sure if I'm going to keep it or it's going to end up in that free little library by the cute little playground, but it would be cute for those kids too. Another one sent to me this time by Candlewick Press. This is Reasons to Hate Me by Susan Metallo. Metallo? I'm not sure which way it's pronounced. There are countless good reasons to hate 17-year-old Jess Lanza. Stonebridge High's premier autistic theater nerd and champion of questionable life choices. Unfortunately, the cyberbullies that hounded her all summer are stuck on last year's life-ruining mistake, one that earned Jess the title of boy-stealing slutbag. My goodness, what a nickname. To relieve the bullies of their stale content, Jess vows to dazzle them with online posts about her own ridiculous fails and embarrassing character traits. But somehow all of Jess's posts circle back to her friendship with Chloe. The friendship she alleged her alleged sluttiness pulverized, and the gaping hole she left in Jess's life. As Jess chases Chloe's forgiveness, she must confront some of her darkest weaknesses. And darker still, the truth of what happened with Chloe's boyfriend, a story neither of them wants to hear. Told through a series of blog posts and short scripts, this cleverly staged and structured debut novel, Crackles? With spot-on dialogue, features a range of fully developed neurodiverse characters, and sharply evokes high school and its hilarious and antagonizing complexities. This sounds so good. Oh, wow. I love a mixed media format read. That one might be a contender for the shelves. The last book that I have here is another birthday gift from that group, and it is The Root Witch by Debra Castaneda, and it is from Callie's library, so thank you. I will, again, up here. It is a dark Earth Rising novel. It's in 1986. Two strangers hundreds of miles apart grapple with disturbing incidents in a one-of-a-kind quaking aspen forest. Knox is a new forest ranger assigned to a vast remote territory in Utah. Sandy is a producer fighting for her place in a rough TV newsroom. Both have heard about the shadowy figure believed to menace visitors to the forest. When a man disappears and reports of the root witch start coming in, Knox and Sandy are plunged into a living nightmare. Their lives converge on Halloween. Sandy sends in a news crew to investigate the sightings, but when the team goes missing and a shocking video surfaces revealing the ghastly truth, Knox and Sandy face the biggest decision of their lives. I was probably in a horror mood when I read this, but also I believe it says Second Rodeo Books, but I can't tell if that's an imprint or not. It might be an imprint. Ooh, this might be an indie book that I saw on TikTok, so thank you so much. And the last thing that I have is I participated in my county's summer reading program, which I highly recommend that everyone does, regardless if they're kids or not, and I won. So I got a set of 24 color acrylic acrylics paint set. Yeah, so we got acrylic paint, brushes, canvas panels, plastic palettes, sponges, paint knives, and an easel. This is all great, so thank you so much, my county library, even though you're not going to watch this video. But that is it for everything, so thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next week. Bye! Hey, Bookies, welcome back for another video. Today we are going to be doing the mail haul from the 24th of August. It's in the middle of September when I'm filming this. The 24th of August till the 30th of August. So let's get started. As I said, I'm behind. You know, what else is new? Also, apologizing for the bad lighting if it does look bad on the video. It is what it is right now. Anyways, so first off, I have some book haul from the, oh my goodness, I can't get it. There we go. A book haul from the World's Longest Yard Sale. I picked up a copy of Meet Rebecca. One of my goals for this year / next year, because this year's almost over, is to start and finish the American Girl, historical girl book series. So I got a Rebecca book. I also picked up Coco. The dog Coco. Oh my goodness, finally found him. Also, if you're wondering like why I'm just now showing this instead of when I did the World's Longest Yard Sale, which was at the beginning of September or beginning of August, it's because I have a system in place. Okay, the stuff I buy at the yard sale, because it's been outside, mostly only because it's been outside, I leave in the trunk of the car or the truck, whatever we took, for a week. And then any books that I picked out or anything that's like, you know, super prone to mold or anything like that, I take that and I put it in the deep freezer for a week. So now here we are. Also, Coco came with a little Coco notes. So cute. Moving on from that, I got a copy of book 3 of the Silver Locket book series by Kennedy Sutton. This one is Cry to Cruel Gods. I'm not going to say what's on the back because spoilers. This series follows our protagonist named Jane. She escapes prior to the book's opening, she escapes a bad marriage and some pretty horrible life and finds herself as a prostitute in this pirate port town. She's not very happy with that lifestyle, so she decides to disguise herself as a man and board a pirate ship, and that's where the main part of the story takes place, is her travels along this pirate ship, her falling in love, etc., etc. It's really good. Book 2, not so much, like a 3 out of 5, but I'm very hopeful for book 3. And then I'm in this book called A Birthday Buddies. And my birthday's in January, but that's always taken by someone else. They can have that. I take August. So I'm getting some birthday books. I got sent Day Never Learn by Layne Fargo. It says, Scarlett Clark is an exceptional English professor, but she's even better at getting away with murder. Every year, Dr. Clark searches for the worst man at Gorman University and plots his demise. Thanks to her planning, she's avoided drawing attention to herself. But as she's preparing for her biggest kill yet, the school starts probing into the body count on campus. Determined to keep her enemies close, Scarlett insinuates herself into the investigation. Everything's going according to her master plan, until she loses control with her latest victim. Meanwhile, Gorman student Carly Schiller is simply trying to survive her freshman year. Finally free of her abusive father, Carly just wants to fade into the background. Her roommate has other ideas. Allison Hadley is cool and confident, and the two girls quickly form an intense relationship. So when Allison is assaulted at a party, Carly becomes obsessed with making the attacker pay and turn her fantasies about revenge into reality. This sounds really good. It's a thriller. I can't wait to read it. Someone else sent me a copy of The Sundown Motel. This is also a group of like 12 people. I believe it's capped at 12. And so every month we send a book out. So you get like 12 books every year. It's really cool. Anyways, next is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Something hasn't been quite right at the roadside Sundown Motel for a very long time, and Carly Kirk is about to find out why in this chilling New York Times best-selling novel from the author of The Broken Girls. Upstate New York, 1982. Viv Delaney wants to move to New York City and help pay for it. And to help pay for it, she takes a job as a night clerk at the Sundown Motel in Fell, New York. But something isn't right at the motel. Something is haunting and scary. And then Upstate New York, 2017. Carly Kirk has never been able to let go of the story of her Aunt Viv, who mysteriously disappeared from the Sundown before she was born. Carly decides to move to Fell, visit the motel, where she quickly learns nothing has changed since 1982. And she soon finds herself ensnared in the same mysteries that claimed her aunt. I'm so excited about that one. I've seen it around for forever. The last one I got for this week was Home is Where the Bodies Are by Jeneva Rose. And I like it. It looks like a VHS. After their mother passes, 3 estranged siblings reunite to sort out her estate. Beth, the oldest, never left home. She stayed with her mom, caring for her until the very end. Nicole, the middle child, has been kept at arm's length due to their ongoing battle with a serious drug addiction. Michael, the youngest, lives out of state and hasn't been back to their small Wisconsin town since their father ran out on them 7 years ago. While going through their parents' belongings, the siblings stumble upon a collection of home videos and decide to revisit those happier memories. However, the nostalgia is kept stored when one of the VHS tapes reveals a night back in 1999 that none of them have any recollection of. On screen, their father appears covered in blood. What follows is a dead body and a pact between their parents to get rid of it before the video abruptly ends. Beth, Nicole, and Michael must now decide whether to leave their past in the past or uncover the dark secret that their mother took to her grave. Lots of thrillers. Perfect for the spooky season. Don't know if I'm going to get to it this year, but probably next year. And yeah, that is it for this week's book haul. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hey Bookies, welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be going over the book haul from August 31st to September 6th. So let's get started. I got quite a haul this week. We're first going to start out with some books that I got sent by publishers. This is, I think this is Sourcewick. Let me, it's HarperCollins Children's, but I'm trying to get the imprint. Storytide. Okay, I didn't recognize their little logo here. Harper and Quilltree. I always want to call them Quick Tree, but I know that's not right. And then sometimes I want to call them Quick Books, like the tax place that helps you with your taxes. And I know that's definitely not right. Anyways, you got some books from HarperCollins. We're going to start first with the new Margaret Peterson Haddix book, which is Moonleapers. Look at this cover, so pretty. Mosey kept leafing through the pages. Okay. Maisie, sorry, this font is a little weird for me. Maisie doesn't know yet, but her life is about to get a lot bigger. It starts the day she finally gets a phone. She's been the only kid at her school without one, so she's thrilled. Who cares if her phone is just a hand-me-down from some distant relative Maisie doesn't remember? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by, look at this. Good Lord, that's pretty. Then her mom drops the news that their family has to move to take care of their relative, the mysterious great Aunt Hazel. As it turns out, the phone is a little odd, too. Between puzzling texts and riddles and other unexpected gifts, including a book that may or may not be completely blank, Maisie finds herself thrown into a world of Moonleapers. As she slowly learns about the secretive group, will she be able to commit to everything they require? And if Maisie's the only one who can, help the Moonleapers save the world? Sounds really good. I'm probably going to have to do some, I am definitely going to have to do some photos for that, so I'll probably get that up soon-ish. Next we have Chloe Vega and the Agents of Magic by Leslie Adams. The most powerful magic is familia. Oh, this is Latina-inspired. Nice. 12-year-old Chloe Vega's biggest fear is that her undocumented parents will be detained by immigration. That is a very valid fear. Also, fuck ICE. If I get one F-bomb per video where my video doesn't get taken down, we're just going to use it on that. That is until she learns that they're actually part of a secret magical society, and that the suspicious-looking police officers hanging around their block are henchmen for an evil sorcerer determined to settle a decades-old score. Just when Chloe discovers that she has powers too, her parents are kidnapped. In order to rescue them, she needs to harness her abilities at an elite academy run by the very agency that exiled her parents from the magical world. Caught in the center of a war that might destroy everything she has ever known, Chloe will need all her powers and her new friends in order to save her family and the world itself. I love a good middle grade that's like, they gotta save the world. It's very, it's very popular. I like it. The last one that I got from HarperCollins is Ghoul Summer by Tracy Badu. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm so sorry, Tracy. Barnaby has grand plans for his summer. He should have been spending his days watching movies and gaming with his friends. Instead, his parents drag him to the boring beach town of Sunnyside to help his grandpa move. Just when he thinks this summer can't get any worse, a ghost boy named Maxwell shows up in their vacation rental home to kick Barnaby and his family out. Barnaby tries everything to get rid of Maxwell on his own, but when his attempts, like, I took medicine for this cold sinus infection I got going on. I am so sorry. But when his attempts fail, Maxwell actually becomes stronger. Barnaby realizes that there's only one solution to his ghost troubles, helping Maxwell figure out his unfinished business. If he doesn't, the ghost might ditch the rental home for Barnaby's body instead. With the clock counting down to the end of the trip, Barnaby is forced to enter an uneasy truce with Maxwell and find out the truth or be haunted forever. Love a good ghost story. Oh, look, you can even, like... There we go, you can see him. He's pretty good. And just like I talked about in the last video, I'm a part of a birthday group, and so every month it's someone's birthday, and every one of us sends a book. There's like 12 of us in there. I chose August for my birthday month. My birthday month is actually in January, but someone always takes it, and it's like, you know, who cares? I'll just do August. So I got sent from them Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I do like that the teardrop is like holographic. Do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gate. 24 years old, Saris. I'm not sure if that's a Gaelic spelling or not, so if I completely misspelled that, excuse me, sorry. Fane is good at keeping secrets. No one knows about the strange power she possesses or the fact that she has been picking pockets and stealing from the Undying Queen's reservoirs for as long as she can remember. In the land of the unforgiving desert, there isn't much a girl wouldn't do for a glass of water, but sooner or later, every secret comes out. When, I'm just going to pronounce it Saris for now, Saris comes face to face with death himself. She inadvertently reopens a gateway between realms and is transported to a land of ice and snow. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, of nightmares, and it turns out they're real. Saris has landed right in the middle of a centuries-long conflict that might just get her killed. The first of her kind tread the frozen mountains of Evalia in over 1,000 years. Saris mistakenly binds herself to Kingfisher, a handsome Fae war. I stopped for a second because, like, isn't that the name of an author? I don't know. I'm on medicine. Let's just forget that. A handsome Fae warrior who has secrets and nefarious agendas of his own. He will use her alchemist magic to protect his people no matter what it costs him or her. So these are all books that I put on my Amazon wish list and stuff like that. I maintain like a couple of them so that way people can just pick and choose. Also, I am a cover lover, so I have a notoriously long list on all of them. I think there's like 5. And separated by genre. But anyways, I did not realize how thick this book is. How many pages? 600. Good Lord. Good Lord, girl. Good Lord, Callie Hart, who's the author. My goodness, you had a lot to say in this book. Alright, the next one I got is Whispers of Apple Blossoms by Brett Michael Kent. And the man, a lonely widow, longing for the family she lost, finds companionship in an unlikely source when her late husband begins communicating with her through a houseplant. As those around her begin to disappear, Edna must confront the reality that something much worse may be at play, and has been for longer than she could ever have expected. An an atmospheric and haunting tale of love, heartache, fear, and obsession. The warped reality of an elderly woman filled with... You're going to break your leg if you do that. Filled with regret interlaces with the story of the past as she desperately longs to relive. Whispers of Apple Blossoms is as romantic as it is heartbreakingly sinister, and as each petal falls, pulls you into the darkness and towards an unforgettable finale. Get down. You're going to hurt yourself. Get down. It sounds pretty good. I don't remember adding that, but I will read it. And the last one I got from someone is this one. I'm not sure if the publisher sent it to me or if someone bought this for me. I don't know. Anyways, it's called This Raging Sea by D. Elizabeth. 18-year-old Briar Winters must untangle the horrifying eldritch secrets of her picture-perfect coastal town in order to save the boy she loves after he disappears from time itself. Historic Lock Creek is a witchy New England tourist trap, but it's just a trap for Briar, who's convinced she'll die here along the waves that devoured her twin brother 13 years ago. But when her best friend Finn, who she's loved since childhood, vanishes from the seaside carnival, there's only one person who can help Briar find him, Morgan, her biggest enemy who knows her darkest secret. As Briar uncovers hidden truths as deep and as dark as the ocean that haunts her, it quickly becomes clear that Finn has gone much further than anyone could have imagined. He's lost in time, and neither of them are safe. If Briar and Finn look too hard, they may find terrifying answers, not just about what's buried beneath the shores, but also the threads tying them to each other. As past and future collide, the seductive yet evil underwater entity that intends to claim Briar still needs its sacrifice. And it's I know, you're tired. And it's too hungry to go unsated. Equal parts epic bisexual romance and pulse-pounding horror. This Raging Sea is a dual POV dark fantasy. Okay, cool. It sounds good. Hello, can I get any light? This cover is dark, it needs light. Okay, there we go. You know, it's still too dark. I'm sorry. I will post the cover over here. Fancy light. And then I attended an event for Julie Olivia at Eagle Eye on the 3rd. I got a copy of If It Makes You Happy. I recently read this book. Absolutely loved it. Good Lord, it's such a good book. And the back says, my new next door neighbor Cliff seems to have everything figured out. Small town golden boy, check. Single dad extraordinaire, check. Hot baker forearms? I didn't notice, I swear. I, on the other hand, don't at all have anything figured out. Trust me, I didn't think taking over my mom's dream at bed and breakfast in Copper Run, Vermont was going to be easy. It should have been a good place to heal after my divorce, but apparently my scones belong in the garbage with my small talk skills, as pointed out by none other than Cliff. Cliff is inescapable. He knows what people need always. His charm, the way he wears flannel, and even his pastries make not wanting to be friends with Cliff and his daughters pretty hard. Friends? I can make friends. That's safe. Except I'm leaving in 3 months to pass the inn off to my little sister and to get a promotion in Seattle I've been working toward. So ask me why I'm thinking about kissing my hot neighbor instead. So good. I absolutely love this book. 5 out of 5. Takes place in the 90s. Such a good book. Such a good book. And then while I was there, because I loved her writing so much, I got the first book in her Honeywood series. Sorry about the dog barking. She's barking at nothing. The neighbors came home. Anyways, this is the first book in her Honeywood series. The moment we meet, it's all downhill. My job is providing happiness and smiles at Honeywood Fun Park, and Emery Dawson is the frown on our park didn't ask for. When our star roller coaster malfunctions with me on board, the manufacturer's air and lead engineer Emery vows to renovate the attraction. So instead of having a fun summer as a marketing manager for Honeywood, I'm now saddled with playing host. Emery is the opposite of a good time. He's the grump that won't stop grumping, and our arguments escalate quicker than my heart rate after a roller coaster's fall. He knows I can see right through his broody gaze and big ideas. Repairing the coaster, more like overhauling his own company's reputation, regardless of whether it helps our local theme park. But when our firm handshakes start lingering too long, or when his muscled thighs rest against mine under the table, I'm thrown for a loop. Most roller coasters are fun, but I'd like to get off this emotional one, please. I love it so much. Anyways, that is it for this week's book haul. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye.